see you all when I get back. Come on. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work. Get in there, Lewis.
Yeah.
Get in there, Lewis, man. What an amazing drive. An amazing day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me just. I need to get the starting grid. So. Alright, got it. You'll get your points refunded, mate. Sorry about this, guys. Mark, you were in P11. I thought you started in P16. I've got it as P16. Yeah, track. Alright, I was thinking that, Jesus. Track. Let me just check all the lobby options. So, yeah. Canada, offline, realistic like car strict, standard immersive bomb, team shop, standard immersive, wheels and flags. Oh Jesus, right, so standard, disable, equal card performance, oh, right, perfect. Cryptic, right, we should be ready to go. Remember guys, do not forget your setups. Yeah, okay. Right, let's go. Do not forget your setups. Formation lap is on. Yeah, formation lap is on. Immersive, standard, yeah, right. Strict, yeah. Right, let's go. Ready up. Remember formation laps. Yeah, I did save the rules, Kev. That's what I loaded. I loaded the rules, but it still changes the track and it still changes some of the settings. It's annoying. It doesn't just save the full lot. So remember your setups, guys, and let's go. So I do apologise about that, but I want to give you guys, as drivers and viewers, the best experience possible, and we cannot do that when the lobby is glitched like that. It's laggy, it's glitchy, we don't know where the drivers are, we're going to miss overtakes, we're going to miss action, the drivers are going to be annoyed when they watch it back, and the viewers can't see what's going on, the team principals and engineers can't see what's going on, so yeah, just poor all round, so we needed to restart it. I thought about letting it just ride, but no, we can't do that. So that's disconnected. So we got the quali 2. We've not got the race. We'll wait for that. Okay. Setups, guys. Remember setups. Remember your setups. I can't tag anybody more than I've already tagged them, and we will not restart a lobby for a missed setup. Good luck, everybody. Remember your setups. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, we had to restart, you know. It's so annoying when the lobby's like that. More so because it's realistic as well. Because of obviously the team principals and engineers watching as well. And I don't like just sitting at the front of the grid. I like to go through the grid and watch everybody's overtake. I want drivers to be able to look back and go, did he get my overtake on stream? Of course I did. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're in P14, I bet he didn't get my overtake in P14. No, I want to try and get as much action as possible so all the drivers can have that moment, you know? So yeah, I had to restart it. So we're going to get another bite of the cherry for these drivers on the opening lap. You know, some drivers would have got great starts. Some drivers would have got awful starts. Unfortunately, that does not matter at all. We can't look back at that race and go, well, I was P1, but now I'm P3. No. It just is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, formation lap. So, here we go. So all the drivers will warm up their tyres. Let's just take a look at the tyres. So, the front three, B. Wright in the McLaren, Reese in the Ferrari, and Nick in the Ferrari, all on their medium compound tyres. Fanfinish in the Mercedes on the hard. So is Deadly in the McLaren. Epic OJ in the Aston Martin, and Jeffy in the Red Bull, all on hard. It did take two, Maggie. Cryptic and Ryan Clemenson on the mediums, CJ on the hards, Gennady and Mitch on the mediums, Maxi, Sam the Man and Dystopian on the mediums, Malc on the hards, Jack on the mediums, Todger on the mediums, Buyme back on the mediums, and Kevin Gamer on the hards. I am surprised that the Ferraris haven't gone for a different strategy here. I thought that Reese maybe would have mimicked the strategy of B. Wright, and I thought that Nick would have gone for the opposite strategy to be able to hold up B. Wright if the McLaren was in front of the Ferrari further down the line. So yeah, I'm surprised by that, but Ferraris have got a very, very good team principal in charge of them. Here we go. This is where all the magic happens. Yeah, well, Banana, I've seen that Deadly's on the hards. So here we go. All the drivers lining up for a second time. I'm going to go on board with the inside of Reese for this, because Canada is one of them tracks where the leader, the pole sitter, gets the inside lining towards the first corner, which is unusual for some tracks. Here we go. This is it. For round 7 here in Formula 7 Realistic. And it is flagged down, and away we go. Reese doesn't get a good start, but Fanfinish did, and now he's all over the other Ferrari. Will he go down the inside? He doesn't, but Nick is trying to attack back in towards the centre S's. Epic OJ is through on Deadly. They do tangle, and the McLaren is coming back at him. And what about the Red Bull? He just clings onto the back. And that is one of the drivers off the track. And Jeffrey Boy and Ryan Clemenson go at it. Deadly is down 3 places now. And there is a yellow flag, and that is Sam the Man in the Racing Bull at the back. He's had a collision with Kevin Gamer in the Williams, I think, anyway. CJ and Cryptic are going at it. That is the Williams and the Red Bull. Cryptic is through. CJ 3000 slotting in behind. What about Mitch and Gennady? Mitch is through on his teammate. And Gennady is down into P12. B-Ride did get a good start. Half a second in front of Reese. And Nick in the other Ferrari into P3. So he stayed where he was. Fanfinish did get ahead of Nick for a while. The two Dutchmen swapping round. But Nick said, I'm not having this today. And took it right back out the hands of him. So, B right at the front of this grid, looking very quick here. 6 tenths is the gap. What about Deadly on Ryan Clemenson? 1 tenth is the gap. Needs to break early here into the wall of champions. I'm not sure what happened to Sam the Man. And it's the 2 kick Saubers that come through. The Alpines as well. I think one of them did clatter the wall there. Don't think it was Mao, maybe Todd Joe, and then Kevin Gamer and Sam the Man. Sam the Man on the back. Kevin Gamer and the Racing Bull on the Williams will go down the inside in towards the centre S. And he's up to P19. Goes Sam the Man, wheel to wheel with the Williams driver. And he will leave him the space. Great racing from the pair of these. So Nick will have to try and stay within DRS range. And that is Jack in the Haas. Did he get damage? He is. He's missing an M plate. He'll have to go onto the hards now and go for a different strategy. What happened? Buyme back is through and up to P17. He's up 2 places. Nick has lost that DRS, and Jack goes up the inside late on the brakes on Malc, and Malc does get tagged. Jack is through and up to P16. Buyme back is through as well. That is the Aston Martin through on the Alpine, and Jack up to P16 with that missing M plate, so he's going to be a bit harder to control that car. What about Fanfinish on Nick? Here comes Fanfinish into the wall of champions. He's already been here once this evening, and he backs out this time, and Nick goes through. Reese in the Ferrari in towards turn 1. Only 2 tenths is the gap. Jack has been overtaken by Buyme back. Jack has stayed out. Malc is into the pit lane. Jack is the one with the damage. Did Malc get damage as well? So, B-Right leads to Reese. The gap is now 2 seconds. These two are on another level. They really are. So, Ryan Clemenson on Jeffy Boy. Some really good racing at the start of this Grand Prix. DRS down from P3 all the way down to P14. And Fanfness, look how close he is now to Nick. And remember, he's a sitting duck now, Nick. 2.7 is the gap. The front two are running away with this once again. Down in towards turn 10 at the hairpin. A slight lock-up for that Scuderia. Reese will get that rear wing open. He's just pulling the car to the right-hand side. B-Right knows that the Ferrari will be coming at some speed down in towards Quebec. And that is Fanfness that is through on Nick. And the Mercedes is into the podiums. What about Deadly on Ryan Clemenson? Not able to close that gap. What about Reese on B-Right in towards the center S at turn 1? And the gap 3 seconds to Fanfness. Fanfness will not be happy about this. Deadly on the Mercedes. The Williams of Cryptic doing a brilliant job. That is Sam the man that is front. Jack, remember, Jack does have damage and he's going to just try and... Oh, he's got 2 missing end plates. Jack's got 2 missing end plates. That will be so hard to control that Haas car. But I think he's probably thinking, just try and crack on at this point. I can't risk doing a pit stop at this point in the race, as Malk did. So Reese, the gap is 3 tenths between Reese and B-Right, the Ferrari and the McLaren. So the Papaya leads. Going in towards turn 10, he goes a little bit deeper than the Ferrari driver. And now Reese is really close. And this will be where the lead changes hands for the first of many times this Grand Prix. B-Right got a really good exit, though, out of turn 10. I think he might have fended off an attack from the Ferrari. He has into the wall of champions. And the Papaya McLaren, look how close that is. Through Quebec we go. B-Right leads to Reese in P2. And yet again, he will keep the lead going on to lap 5. There was a change of hands at the back as well. Well, I say at the back, just behind him. Here comes Deadly. Will he go up the inside of the Mercedes? He does. The Mercedes leaves him room. Spectacular racing between the Mercedes and the McLaren. Deadly tried to go for it. Ryan Clemens shut the door. Left in the space, actually. He didn't even shut the door. And he just kept it, drifted it around the outside. Dystopian on the back of Gennady. The 2 Sauber drivers in P11 and P12. This is turning out to be a very good evening for the Sauber drivers. Sam the man on Buy Me Back. The V-Cab on the Aston Martin. Dystopian and Maxibot. Maxibot will not be used to being in these sort of positions in these sort of Grand Prix. So Reese on the back of B-Right, the Ferrari on the McLaren. Reese on the back of B-Right. Can he get the overtake this lap? No, once again, the McLaren is doing a really good job of defending, but now Reese is extremely close to the back of B-Right. Into the slipstream we go. The Scuderia, is he going to go for the inside? He does. He goes later on the brakes, and he does. The McLaren is pushed off. The McLaren pushes the Ferrari off. They are already going at it. The Ferrari's into the wall. And once again, the McLaren and the Scuderia go wheel to wheel battling. And the Canadian Grand Prix carries over the heat from Imola. And Reese might have damage. He does have front wing damage, I think. Ever so slightly. He's not missing an end plate, but on my system, it says he has front wing damage. Fanfness is now within DRS range of Reese as well. So, drama already on lap 6 here in Canada. It is boiling over. It's becoming one of them seasons where it's horrible when it happens, but then you look back at it and you go, wow, what a season that was. Do you know what I mean? But we're in that season, so it doesn't feel like that. CJ on Cryptic goes up the inside of the Williams driver. The Williams will get the better exit. CJ on them hard compounds. Are they starting to be the better tyre? Reese is losing time. Here comes Fanfness down in towards the wall of champions. Reese stays out. It is only minor damage. In towards Quebec we go. And Reese is able to control that car still. So, Deadly on the back of Ryan Clemenson. What about Cryptic on the back of CJ? CJ got that double dose of DRS. He's not able to do anything as of yet. Jack on the back of Buy Me Back. And he's trying to reel him back right into his grasp as Buy Me Back picks up a 3-second time penalty for his troubles. Reese not losing too much time to be right, actually. He has lost DRS, and he's been pushed down to DRS of Fanfurness. So he's definitely lost quite a lot of time. The stewards are going to be busy once again with these front three. The McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes. This is just going to be a battle of the three of them throughout the whole season. I can feel it. It's going to be one of them sort of eras. Jeffy Boy, Deadly, Ryan Clemenson and Mercedes, CJ 3000, Cryptic. CJ picks up another time penalty, and so does Cryptic as well. He was just following CJ, I think. Mitch in the Sauber is there. Dystopian, Maxiblock, Ginaudi in P14 has been overtaken by Maxiblock. Jack C with a double M plates missing. And then Malk is just plodding along at the back after that really early pit stop, but don't count him out yet. You never know what can happen. We are on lap 7:35. Anything is possible at this stage. So Reese is starting to lose a little bit of gap now. Nick is there though, his teammate. Epic OJ. What about the Red Bull of Jeffy and Deadly in the McLaren? CJ tries to go at the inside of Ryan Clemenson. Ginaudi on the back of Maxiblock. Not able to get any moves done. Now here comes Jack on Buy Me Back. Down towards turn 1. He will have that DRS, but he's going to run out of track. And that is Kevin Gamer being overtaken by Malk. So Malk is now up to P19 with that DRS. He'll get the DRS again, rear wing open, and that'll help him out a little bit. So down towards turn 10 at the hairpin, you can see the McLaren just in the distance coming out of turn 10. Reese is on his way out just behind him. 2.5 is the gap. Then you got Fanfurness and Nick in the Ferrari within DRS range of Reese. That is yellow flag, and I think that is Tojo that is round. It is, and that is Mitch and Dystopian. That is Mitch that spun it as well, and now the two Saubers go wheel to wheel. Mitch gets just back ahead of Ginaudi. Something happened with Tojo. Jackie's going for the move on Buy Me Back. The Haas driver up the inside of the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin will try the old switcheroo. The two Sauber drivers trade places as well. Is Mitch going to go into the pit lane? He does. So Jack is from Buy Me Back, and there also was a move for CJ on Ryan Clemenson in towards the Wall of Champions. So a bit of action going on here. There goes Jack once again on Tojo and the Alpine driver, and that is Jack back into the wall at Quebec, and he can't pick up any more damage than he's already got with them two missing end plates. And Mitch going for the undercut here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. So, Mitch coming out on the mediums. Ah, salute. Come on, man. Right, so Fanfurness in the Mercedes on the back of Reese in the Ferrari. And he has got DRS and he is chasing him down, and he'll move to the right-hand side. And the Mercedes of Fanfurness is through and up to P2. He's got the move done on that Scarlet Ferrari. And then he'll get that rear wing open again, and he'll start to move away, and now he is clear, and that is Deadly. Maybe just tap the wall a bit at Quebec. Ginaudi in the Sauber on the back of the Haas of Maxiblock. And Deadly on Jeffy Boy. Look how close the McLaren is to that Red Bull. He's in that Red Bull sandwich. Fanfurness picks up a 3-second time penalty. That is absolutely huge in the grand scheme of things. So, Jeffy Boy in the Red Bull. That is Tojo back through on Jack. Jack is into the pits. He's finally in. And I think that's clever by Jack. He had the damage. He's going to have to get the wing change, but just stay out until you're going to be pitting anyway. So he'll go into them hard, and now he'll get a front nose fixed, and he can start to chip away now. I think Reese is probably better off letting Fanfurness go here. No, it's on standard Reese. So I think he's probably better off, Reese, letting Fanfurness go, because then Fanfurness can start to chase down B right, because Fanfurness is on the hard compounds, and Reese can try and stay with him because of DRS. So I don't think it's a bad thing Fanfurness being in front of Reese here, because B right's on mediums and Fanfurness is on hard, so he'll start to be that quicker driver, the Mercedes. So the Ferrari will just have to stick with him. You've got Mitch on the back of Buy Me Back. Going down in towards turn 10 at the hairpin. Ryan Clemenson and AE Cryptic are both into the pit lane to get them fresh wheels on. Oh, and a little tap. Mitch And I think the Aston Martin just lost the back end. So Cryptic and Ryan Clemenson coming out of the pit lane. Ginaudi is also in now in that kick Sauber. Here comes Mitch on by me back. He'll go up the inside, down in towards turn 11 at the Wall of Champions. Sorry, turn 13 and 14. So into the pits goes the Aston Martin by me back. And you can see the distance there. The McLaren just in front. You've got Fanfurness behind and then the Ferrari of Rees. So you can see the gap is not big at all. Ryan Clemenson picks up a time penalty. And the gap 1.8, so it is closing, and Rees is able to just stay with Fanfurness because of that DRS. It's really hard to shake somebody off. It is realistic, Mirko, so it is always on standard here. It's only been on reduced in the tiered divisions, but we did have standard in the tiered divisions on Sunday. That is Mitch and Tojo going at it, and the Sauber of Mitch moves over as Tojo goes through, and the Swedishman, who is battling for the title in Tier 3, goes ahead, but Mitch picks up a time penalty, but gets the better exit, but I'm not sure Mitch will want to go through. I think Tojo wanted him to go through, and now Tojo will say, thank you very much, I will go through, but I'll have the DRS as well. DRS chicken did not work there. There is actually a rule coming in about DRS chicken. Ryan Clemenson through on Sam the Man. We're just discussing it though. Ryan Clemenson through on Sam the Man in the Mercedes on the Racing Bull. So Fanfurness only 1.5 behind B right now. And Rees, because he's got that DRS, he's actually starting to catch up to B right, unbelievably. Even with that slight wing damage. The only thing is he's going to have to get a wing change and it will cost him time. But it's a good strategy here from the Ferrari. Just let the Mercedes go ahead and stick with him. His medium compounds are on 40%. Fanfurness's hards are on 35%. So here comes Rees. He's not going to wait. He is going to go for the overtake. So Rees has gone through. Fanfurness on the hards will have to be behind. So I don't think it's affecting him as much as we thought here, Rees. He's now 6 tenths in front of Fanfurness. There goes Cryptic on Sam the Man down in towards turn 10. Was there a little bit of DRS chicken there as well? So 1.4 is the gap. Rees is starting to catch up to B right. Cryptic into a 3-second time penalty. Ginaudi on Tojo is through the Kicksauber driver on the Alpine. So Rees is nearly back within DRS range. Jack picking up that time penalty. It's really competitive, this race. All 20 drivers still in after 13 laps. And Jeffy Boy within that slipstream of the Aston Martin in front of Epic OJ. Deadly in the McLaren. What about Ryan Clemenson on Maxibot? This should be easy pickings for the AMG driver into the slipstream. DRS enabled. He'll use a little bit of that battery. I mean, in fact, he won't even touch that battery. Through goes the Mercedes with ease into the Wall of Champions. Ryan Clemenson moved, done and dusted. I'm just watching here because if Rees gets back within DRS range of B right, this is going to be massive. And he is nearly there. He is nearly there. This is where he might lose that little bit of time through turn 7 and 8. He does, because of that slight front wing damage, and then B right will use that battery just to get away. And Fanfurness in the slipstream of Rees in front, and I think they will swap hands here, and this will close the gap to B right in front. When will the medium runners pit? And is Fanfurness going to go for it? He is, and the Mercedes driver goes through on the Ferrari into the Wall of Champions. And he is through on the Scuderia, who just lags back a little bit there. But the gap is 1.7. The gap actually opened up. What about Jeffy Boy on Epic OJ? Nick is into the pit lane. He's going for the undercut. And the other drivers are going to war. Here comes Deadly on Jeffy Boy. Will he try and go for the outside line? He hits the back of the Red Bull. And he does go a little bit deep there. He'll try and go around the outside line of that Red Bull driver, but has to slot back in behind him. Nothing he can do from that point. Jack is still with Bimeyback. These two have been going at it for the majority of this Grand Prix already. And Jack will go up the inside of the Aston Martin. The room is left. Oh, he nearly tags the back of the Aston. Kevin Gamer in the Racing Bull. The gap is nearly down. Is he going to do it? I think Fanfurness might have got it. He come off the battery. If I was Fanfurness there, I am emptying the battery tank to get within that 1 second of Be Right. He had the opportunity, Fanfurness, to get DRS to Be Right. And he's not taking it. He has taken it. He's got the DRS. That is massive. Fanfurness is back within DRS range of the race leader. This is it, and now he pits. Be Right, as soon as he got within DRS range, he pitted, and Reese has sped into the pit lane, and he's picked up a 10-second time penalty. Reese cannot catch a break here in Formula 7 realistic, and you know me, what I always say, unnecessary time penalties. And he's not got a front wing change either, Reese, so he's picked up a 10-second time penalty and still got that slight front wing damage. Was it worth getting it changed? Nick picks up a 3-second time penalty. Dystopian up to down to P10 as Ryan Clemenson goes to B9. Here comes Reese, and he does come out in front of Nick. The undercut was only 1 lap, and it wasn't able to get it done. All the drivers are now starting to use their pit stops, and this is where it all starts to play out. Jeffy Boy on the back of Deadly. That is Dystopian in front of Mitch. Tojo picks up a time penalty, and the Racing Bull comes out in front of the Sauber. So Fanfurness going for the opposite strategy here, but he'll only have to pit on sort of lap 20, Fanfurness, and go into the mediums. Here comes Jeffy Boy on Deadly. He does move to the right hand side, and the Red Bull is into the podiums. Into turn 13 and 14, through the wall of champions, and the Red Bull driver is up to P3. So, Deadly in the McLaren. That is Reese that picks up a 3-second time penalty after picking up 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane and picking up wing damage. Oh, Reese cannot catch a break, man. Jack is through on Bimeyback, the Aston Martin. Trying to come back through. They do go wheel to wheel. Maximot speeds into the pit lane as well. The Aston Martin and the Haas, they are getting really acquainted with each other. The switcheroo from the Aston Martin to Bimeyback. He will get that DRS as well. The rear wing will open. He's not going to wait around. The Haas driver has got the straight line speed though, but nothing he can do about that rear wing open on the Aston Martin. Down in towards Quebec we go. And Bimeyback is back through on Jack. So all the drivers now starting to complete their pit stops. Reese is 2.4 behind Be Right, who's got his teammate coming up. It looks like a very strategic play, and there goes Deadly back through on Jeffy Boy. Anything you can do, I can do, says Deadly. Jeffy Boy and Deadly both on them hards. And that is a yellow flag. I cannot see anything. Oh, it's a Racing Bull, I think. Dystopian or Sam the Man. Sam the Man, I think. No, it's somebody. Was it Malk? No. Oh, it's Kevin Gamer. He's going to get disqualified. So he was just moving out the way of all the drivers. Still more drivers. Yeah, he's disqualified. Now this is going to be crazy. Oh my God. His car's pulled up on the corner. Oh my God, it's pulled up again. Oh, I'm so glad that did not cause carnage. Oh my God. So Be Right on the Red Bull driver. He's going to go up the inside of Jeffy Boy. He is not waiting around for that DRS straight, and he does get through on Jeffy Boy, and now he has his teammate ahead. He'll get DRS as well, the McLaren. And Reese can just see all of this unfolding in the distance, and Be Right is going to get an easy free ticket through on his teammate that will let him by, and the McLarens will work together, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to let him through as easy as Be Right gets through towards sort of Reese and the rest of the grid. And Deadly goes, yeah, go on Be Right. So be right back up to P3 as he chases down Epic OJ and Famphinus. Jeffy Boy and Reese. I tell you what, Reese is actually back within DRS range of Jeffy, Deadly and B Right. But I'm pretty sure Deadly will not stay within that DRS range of B Right for long. Reese in the Ferrari goes up the inside and the Scuderia is through on the Oracle Red Bull. And he makes it pretty smartly done. So Jeffy Boy just on his own Grand Prix at the moment, and Reese is on a different strategy to these. Jack on the back of Buy Me back again. Buy Me at the back. That is Tojo that is out in the pit lane. So Tojo for the Alpine team. Epic OJ, here he comes. Be right on Epic OJ, and the Aston Martin driver is a sitting duck to the Papaya. Deadly picks up a time penalty. Reese is pushing you absolutely right. Here he comes. And Deadly, the other Papaya driver, will try and hold off the Ferrari. He'll make it as difficult as possible. The McLaren and the Ferrari, but Reese is through. And it was a very smart move indeed by the Scuderia. Nothing Deadly could do. Even if he wanted to hold him up, there was just no option there as Reese timed it to perfection with the overtake into the centre S's. We are on lap 20 of 35, 15 to go. What about Dystopian on Ginaudi? Ginaudi picks up a time penalty. Dystopian will get that DRS wheel to wheel, side by side, called the Racing Bull and the Sauber, but the Racing Bull will have the inside line down in towards the centre S at turn 1. Dystopian, the Irishman, is through on that green kick Sauber. Reese on Epic OJ. The Ferrari goes late on the brakes in towards turn 10. And he'll also get the DRS, but he won't even have to overtake anybody. He's already 2.7 though, Reese, behind B Right, but he will have that DRS. But it won't close him down as much as he probably will hope for. So Famphinus is going to do the remaining 15 laps on medium compound tyres. Here comes B Right. Famphinus is in the pits. On to the mediums. Goes the Mercedes. Where will the gap be? Here comes Reese. Here comes Famphinus. Here comes Deadly, who stays out. Will Deadly hold up Famphinus here? Because that is the main risk now for the other McLaren driver, is the fact that Deadly, Famphinus, is on the overcut strategy, and so is Epic OJ, Jeffy Boy, and Cryptic. CJ will now have to overtake Deadly again, and so will Famphinus. Famphinus has got stuck behind the Red Bull. This is not where he wanted to come out on them very pacey medium compound tyres. Remember, he'll get the DRS down towards turn 8 and 9, and he'll have to make this look sharpish, and he does. What an exit. Look at the grip for the Mercedes driver. No messing around for the Dutchman. Famphinus dominating here through the grid up to P4 on them one-lap old tyres. The overcut might just be on here for Famphinus. So the gap is only 8 seconds to be right for Fam. So just bear that in mind. Reese, 2.1 behind B Right. But if we have a look at penalties, that is going to be the big factor. Reese with 13 seconds. That might even chuck him down behind a couple more drivers. So that is Malk through as Buy Me Back goes into the pit lane. CJ gets a 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Speeding in the pit lane, as everybody knows, are my pet hates. I just hate them. I think there's absolutely no need for it. You're trying to gain 0.5 seconds, but you're risking getting 10 seconds to try and gain 0.5. The risks outweigh anything that you could gain from speeding into the pit lane. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you lose a second by going slow into the pit lane, you gain 9 for not speeding in the pit lane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth the risk for me. So that's why it's my pet hate. Jack picks up a 3-second time penalty. That is Deadly and Famphinus, and Deadly is not going to make it easy. Famphinus in the Mercedes, he's very pacey on their mediums, but Deadly made it as hard as possible, and I think that Deadly is going to have DRS as well, and this is not good for Famphinus. Deadly could have gone up the inside there. Very fair racing from the Papaya, and look at Famphinus. He's so quick out the blocks coming out of turn 10, but Deadly will get that DRS now down towards the wall of champions. Is Famphinus going to be able to fend him off? He's not, and Deadly is going to come through in towards Quebec, and this is what I was talking about. The strategy from McLaren. Remember the Papaya will get that double dose of DRS, and Famphinus will be stuck behind him again. And Deadly is holding up Famphinus on the overcut. B. Wright has gone for the undercut. The McLaren is sliding. He's nearly tagged into the Mercedes. Fanfurness is finally through, but at what cost? That has definitely hindered the Mercedes. So the strategy from the McLaren is definitely in play here in Canada. That is Maxi on Mitch, the Haas on the Sauber. And Mitch is going into the pit lane. Jack and Buy Me Back. Wow. And they've got into each other again. And Jack nearly goes into the wall. And Buy Me Back. We know that sort of Sam the Man is out in the pit lane. Is he in the pit lane or is that in the wall? Or what's gone on here? Everybody's slowed down. Safety car. It's a safety car. Oh my goodness me. Sam the Man has crashed it and it is a safety car. Wow, wow, wow. Now that has really shook things up. B. Wright is into the pit lane. Reese can get that front wing changed and get rid of that 10-second time penalty. What will Fanfurness do? Does he stay out on the mediums? He doesn't. He's into the pit lane. Now this is interesting. This is really interesting. Every driver in the pits. I'm pretty sure you can serve it in the pits. I'm pretty sure you can serve the 10 seconds in the pits. Yeah, Reese has... yeah, he served it. This safety car is actually brilliant for Reese. Malk, no, I don't think you can, mate. I don't think you have been lapped, though, have you? If you have, no, you can't. Mirko, thank you so much, man. 510 bits. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. 510 bits there from Mirko. Smashed it. So, safety car is out. Epic OJ is now up to P2. How have we ended up here? So, it is really starting to become an interesting Grand Prix at the end of everything. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, Malk in the Alpine is in P2. I mean, if B. Wright wants to let you through, then potentially he can, but I don't know how it would work for B. Wright, because he'd have to go off the track to let you through. I know you can in real life, Malk, but on the game, is B. Wright willing to screw his own race to let you through? That's what you've got to think about. If B. Wright can go onto the grass or potentially, but that then ruins his tyres, so you can't physically unlap yourself without another driver trying to hinder themselves in this game. It's so stupid, I get it, it's so stupid. But B. Wright would have to try and, in some way, hinder his own race to try and let you through to catch up to the pack. So drivers are not permitted to do that. But if they did, it would be completely their choice. But there should be a way that a driver can unlap themselves. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not a feature yet, Mr. Reese, like unlapping yourself. Like, surely they should just let them go through. But I get why B Wright's obviously not moving out of the way, because he's the race leader. He's got a really competitive end to this Grand Prix to go. And in B Wright's eyes, he's got a back marker going to be holding up the rest of the pack when he leaves. So, and to let Malk through, B Wright would have to go onto the gravel or the grass, so screw his tyres up, potentially let Epic OJ through as well, so he's taking that risk. And then he's also not hindering the drivers behind, because at this point, Malk will be hindering all the drivers behind B Wright. So B Wright essentially gives them a break. So I can see why B Wright's not letting through. So Deadly on the softs in the McLaren for the remaining 9 laps. Wow. Epic OJ on 5-lap old mediums. B Wright now on them hards. So here we go. This is it. We're going to be going again, and B Wright will get us underway. CJ ignoring yellow flags 10 seconds. What will happen there? So B Wright does go. Epic OJ in P2. I don't know what happened to Malk. He got overtaken before the line. Everybody's going to get 10 seconds. Everybody. What has happened here? And Malk moves out of the way after he's passed the line. Because of the blue flags, wasn't it? So B Wright is leading Epic OJ in P2. So now we do have a fierce battle on our hands. Yeah, salute. Oh, we will be doing salute, yeah. I hope all of that thing there wasn't to do with you, though, salute. Oh, you didn't ask him in the chat to let everybody through before the line that caused all them penalties. Right, no worries, mate. So, Epic OJ in P2, B Wright in the lead. They are all locked in that DRS range. What about CJ on Dystopian in the Red Bull, all over the back of the Racing Bull? Mitch and Ginaudi swap hands. Here comes CJ, and he will stay behind. And Epic OJ picks up 3 seconds. B Wright puts in the fastest lap, so he is flying now. Maxibot does get through on Ginaudi. DRS is enabled. 7 laps remaining. Jack would have been able to get everything off his back as well. And Buy Me Back is behind him. There is Malk as well. But he is a lap behind everybody now. Fanfinus. Epic OJ is losing that DRS range. Remember, he's on like 7-lap old mediums now, Epic OJ. He did not pit. So he wanted to sacrifice that pit stop to gain the positions. B Wright, the only driver without a time penalty on track over the Maxibot now. That is a huge play. Oh, and the McLaren late on the brakes there. Deadly nearly goes into the back of Reese. He needs to be careful here, Deadly. And there's Nick as well in P6. The 2 Mercedes drivers, P9 and P3. Aston Martin, P16 and P2. And they won't have DRS now. Here comes Fanfinus. Is he going to get him? He's had to slow down there. B Wright picks up a time penalty, so he's finally got one. So they are all on an even keel. Every single driver with a time penalty. Here comes Fanfinus around the outside of Epic OJ. He is going to go through. Epic OJ will go later on the brakes. And through goes Fanfinus. And that was inch perfect from the Mercedes driver. A little snap there from Epic OJ. Reese does not want to get tied up behind this Aston Martin for too long. Here in Montreal, you've got Deadly there as well, who's just screwing around behind as he tries to fix that car to the circuit. And then Nick and Jeffy Boy, AE Cryptic, Ryan Clemenson and CJ3000, who's having another bad race. A couple of penalties on the board. So Fanfinus 1.7 behind B Wright, 6 laps remaining. They are both on the same strategy now. Epic OJ, Reese in the Ferrari. Will Reese be able to get through on that Aston Martin? And the three drivers that are fighting for this Drivers' Championship, that is CJ, that is through on Ryan Clemenson, who is now down to P10. But Ryan Clemenson in the Mercedes will go into the slipstream of the Red Bull. They both have DRS, but you can see the straight line speed of CJ 3000. And here he comes on the Williams, but he'll have to back out. And so will the Mercedes. Fanfurness picks up another time penalty, and that might cost him P2 with Epic OJ right on his tail. Here comes CJ on Cryptic, the Red Bull on the Williams. Ginaudi is out of the Grand Prix, and he's crashed it, and that is a safety car. I think it's a safety car. Mauk is out. They've all crashed it. They've all crashed at the back. Oh my God, they've crashed. Buy Me Back is into the pit lane. And they've had a huge crash going into the Wall of Champions. And the safety car is back out. Oh my God, this mixes things up. What do the drivers do at this point? What do the drivers do? We missed the crash as well. I think a lot of drivers might go softs here, but most of them can't pit. No, they can't. Oh, because of the 10 seconds. You're right. You're right, absolutely. Well, CJ can't pit. Dystopian can't pit. Buy Me Back's got a drive through. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I don't know what the drivers do. I think they're all just going to stay out now, but I think that Fanfurness might pit if B-Right stays out. Yeah. He does. Epic OJ pits. Reese stays out. Reese is now in P2. It's like Hamilton Verstappen-esque. It's mad. Deadly stays out. Nick stays out. CJ stays out. Buy Me Back's just picked up like 4 drive-through time penalties, by the way. Not sure what's just happened there with Buy Me Back. Yeah, I think Fanf might have messed up. He's gone right to the back here. But he is on fresh softs till the end of this race. McLaren, Ferrari. There's only going to be like 3 racing laps here. Maxi without a single time penalty is in a big position. That is a Reese and Deadly. I'm not sure why they're swapping places. It's Fanf time. It's Fanfurness time. So we're going to get the ending that we hoped for. B-Right and Reese will go toe-to-toe at the end of the Canadian Grand Prix, but we've got the other McLaren and the other Ferrari there as well. I will have to skip interviews as well because the race has run a lot more over than I was hoping, and I've got to be up for work at 4:30, and I've been up since 4:30 this morning and drove all the way back from Milton Keynes to get back for the race. So I'm knackered. Jesus, what an extraordinary Grand Prix. It really has been. This is going to be interesting, Mr. East, because... Is the safety car in this lap? Oh! Epic OJ and Fanfurness, what is going on? Oh my God, safety car is in this lap. What is going on here? It's just turning into be one of them races, isn't it? So the safety car is in this lap, which means we're going to have 2 laps of DRS. Yeah, exactly what I said before, Alvaro. We hate the fact that we're in this moment right now, but in a couple of seasons' time, we're going to look back at this and be like, wow, that was a season. Do you know what I mean? But I can't wait to make like a rundown of this season. So, Be Right and Reese, here we go. This is it. And they do get the safety car restarted on lap 32 of 35. Reese got a really good restart in that Ferrari. Is he going to try the Max Verstappen down the inside? Epic OJ is retired. The Aston Martin driver, who was just in P2, is now out of the Canadian Grand Prix. Fanfnis is through on his teammate. Was he let through? Team orders in the Mercedes garage. Fanfnis on them. Fresh soft compounds. Nick picks up a time penalty. So does Jeffy Boy. Jeffy Boy is from Ryan Clemenson. And they do nearly tag each other. And that is Jack and Buy Me Back once again. I think they have it. Jack is spun round in the house. 2 laps remaining. Ryan, Clemenson and Dystopian are going out at the Racing Bull and the Mercedes. And now look at the Haas and Maximo. They're going to go 3 wide. Please do not go 3 wide through here. Down in towards turn 8 and 9. And it is the Haas driver later on the brakes. Comes through, pulls it to a stop. The Sauber hits him. The Racing Bull round the outside. And the Mercedes has to slam on the brakes. Mitch in the Sauber will try and go up the inside of Dystopian. It is Maxi Block that leads the way out of turn 10, slipping and sliding. Oh my God, Dystopian in the Racing Bull down to P11. What about Deadly on the back of Reese? He's got 2 McLarens to contend with, not just one, and Fanfnis is looking very pacey indeed. Reese picks up another time penalty, and Fanfnis has a collision with CJ, goes into the wall. And nearly is out of the Grand Prix. Jeffy Boy is through on CJ. Team orders there as well as CJ lets his teammate through on that fresh, soft compound tyre. Deadly tried to make a move on Reese. He's on fresh softs, remember, I think, Deadly, is he? He's not. 10 lap old softs. Wow. So, just under 2 laps remaining here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. DRS is now enabled. Reese pipped Be Right to the line by 0.041 in the sprint race. They are separated by 3 tenths with 1.5 laps to go. It is anybody's Grand Prix. It is the sprint race all over again. Reese pipped Be right to the line in the sprint. Will he do it again in the feature race? A 3 second for Ryan Clemenson. It is going on at the back. Dystopian into the back of the Sauber. Into turn 10 we go. It is Buy Me Back in the Aston Martin on the back of the Mercedes of Ryan Clemenson. He'll get that DRS. What about Nick on Deadly? Nick is into the podium places. The Ferrari driver is through and up to P3. The Dutchman is here. He has arrived in Canada. Reese with that DRS. We go on to the final lap here in Montreal. It is Be Right that leads to Reese. 3 tenths is the gap. Dystopian and Mitch go wheel to wheel in towards the centre S at turn 1 and 2. They do touch. It is the Racing Bull that is able to get his foot down, but the Sauber has the inside line and does come back through. Reese and Be Right struggling as he weaves left and right. Here comes the DRS straight. Will Reese wait and be patient for the Casino straight? That is Fanfnis on Deadly. The Mercedes driver is not waiting for no straight as he's on them fresh softs. Up the inside, he's spun the McLaren and they've crashed. Jeffy's crashed into Deadly. CJ's through. Maxi Block is up to P6. Cryptic in the Williams is through. Oh, and on the final lap, it is carnage. Here comes Reese. 3 tenths is the gap. Be Right does lead. He's going to empty the battery. He's going to empty the tank. Will Reese catch him? Down the Casino straight to the Wall of Champions. He's coming thick and fast in towards Quebec at turn 13 and 14. Be Right does get a good exit. Reese will come at him again, but it's Be Right this time. 1-1 as Be Right wins here in Canada. Reese comes through in P2. Nick in P3. Fanfnis in P4. Maxi Block takes a podium in a Haas. Wow, this is Formula 7 realistic. Wow. Maxi. Well done, Maxi. Well done, man. I mean, driver of the day has to be Maxi. He's got a podium in a Haas, man. What a race. It was Reese who stood on the top step in the sprint, but it's B Right in the feature that stands on the top step. And it is Maxi Block in the Haas that takes a podium. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant, brilliant race for Maxi. So let's have a look. It is Maxi that takes driver of the day as well. Most overtakes Dystopian in the V car. Race winner and fastest lap is B Right. So it is B Right that takes the race victory. Reese takes P2. Maxi Block in the Haas in P3. That is quite a remarkable result for Haas. Well done to the team boss of Reese as well. Mr. Reese does a great job with that Haas team. He absolutely deserves that podium there. So a great result. What a race. What a race. Wow, I need a break. As I said, guys, I will just obviously skip the race interviews because I've been in Milton Keynes all day. I had to drive back for a couple of hours. I need to be back up for 4:30, and the race has run a bit over than what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, congratulations, everybody. What a night of racing. Well done to the teams. Ferrari with some great points on the board. B Right in the McLaren with another win. Max Bock in the Haas with a podium. Brilliant stuff. AE Cryptic in the Williams in P6 as well. So, yeah, well done to the drivers. Well done to the teams. Well done to the team bosses. Okay, let's do the interviews because Maxi got a podium. You know what? Well, you know what? I'm sack it. I'm absolutely shattered. But let's do podiums. Let's do interviews. Okay. Let's do interviews. Come on. PS. So we will start it off with the man who has managed to get a podium from P13 on the grid to P3 in a Haas here in Formula 7 Realistic. Maxi Block, how is that, mate? Maxi, sorry, I wanted to make sure that everybody could hear you, but they can't hear you, so just have a look at your settings because I really want them to hear you. Yeah.
Now it is.
1 second.
So I will start again. Let's go. Oh.
Yeah, we got you. So that was a podium, Maxi. Okay. How did that feel?
Amazing. Just going through the grid without penalties, and even on track, it was a pretty high finish. So
it was
very happy. No, amazing race. Like it's long. It was long, but amazing, and so happy for the whole team. For myself, wouldn't have believed to get a podium ever in a Haas this season.
I know, it's absolutely incredible, and because it's Formula 7 Realistic as well, it's like real life because you don't expect to see a Haas in P3. You just don't expect to see it. Did you know going down towards the line? Did you know that you had a chance to finish there?
To be honest, I thought I would have been before. I didn't know if Nick had 3 or 6. I knew everyone had penalties. This is the only info I had. So when I saw P3 with my name next to it, I was shaking. Even with the P4, I was already shaking, but this is even more. It's not unbelievable.
Yeah, to get a podium in a Haas in Formula 7 Realistic. And you just stuck at it as well. You had some great battles. You were overtaking. You were involved in a lot of action at the back. I mean, were you behind the crash between the McLaren and the Red Bull as well?
I just saw them sitting on the side of the track. Very happy they were not on the racing line because it was being crazy. No. Otherwise, also massive thank you also to Dennis. Not racing today, but helped a lot with the setups. Not gonna lie, he made my house a fucking rocket. I was struggling a lot, so thank you to him and thank you to the whole team. I will pop up a red wine bottle now.
Yeah, salute to Alvaro. No, it was a fantastic race, mate. A podium in a Haas is incredible. And to do it in Formula 7 realistic as well. Max Sport, what a drive. You have got driver of the day for all the right reasons. Congratulations to you, the team, and Mr. Reese as well. A brilliant result, Maxi.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Maxi. Thank you. There you have it, Maxibot in the house on the podium here in Canada. So we will move on to your P2 driver, the man who won the sprint race but was second in the feature race. Reese, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm delighted, Nathan. Are you all good? All good?
I'm good, mate. What a race! What a result! It had everything. It had drama, excitement. It had the heat of Imola. I mean, what was that like for you? Just talk us through it.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously it's nice to
Oh, sorry, Reese.
Are...
Alvaro Chabasa just gifted 10 subs. That is a total of 73 for the channel now. Thank you so much, Alvaro. 10 subs is absolutely huge. We are celebrating in the chat. 10 subs, Alvaro. Thank you so much. Reese, you were one of them people that were just gifted a sub as well. Sorry to jump in there. Yeah, carry on with how the race went.
No. Yeah, no, it's obviously nice to convert sprint pole into race win. I'd say fully deserved. I won't talk about much what happened, but yeah. And then obviously invalidated my second run in normal qualifying, would have put me 2/10 in pole again. So yeah, and then it's nice to convert it into a race win as well. Obviously, drivers in front getting penalties is. It was a very good race. I enjoyed it. Obviously, the safety car saved me at the end of 10 seconds. Very, very silly mistake from me. But at the end there, I just had to keep it on track. Had to stay composed. And to bring home all Ferrari podium, I'm over the moon, mate. I'm buzzing.
Yeah, and you obviously you had to deal with the slight damage. My system was telling me that you had slight damage. Was that correct?
Yeah, I had slight end plate damage.
I thought you did.
From on both sides, one from going into turn 2, and I also scraped the wall when I was pushed onto the grass. So it did cost me a bit of damage. So yeah, it was also a little bit, but it happens. It's racing at the end of the day.
Well, you did really well considering you had all of that to go up against. You hit the perfect strategy to win the sprint race by 0.041 as well, right on the line to get B right as well. That must have felt good.
Of course, yeah. I'm not going to talk about other incidents not involving me. That's not my place to speak on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great result, and obviously, when you're in a car almost 4 tenths slower, and it does mean a lot, as you were saying with Maxi. His car must be horrible to drive, so for not only him to get a podium, but to also be having the opportunity to fight these cars at the front consistently, and being at the front every time, having a chance to win. Obviously sometimes it doesn't go your way, that's the way of racing. So it's a real privilege when you're 4 tenths a lap slower than the car ahead on paper, but then when you're dragging it out in qualifying and in the race, it's a real privilege, and it's good to know that you're up there in terms of pace.
Yeah, trying to get everything out of that car, every lap, every race. No, it's really, really enjoyable to watch, mate. It's a great result again. Just great strategy, great driving, great race IQ. So, amazing result, Reese. Congratulations to you, the team, and Alvaro as well.
Thank you. I just want to say one last congratulations to Maxi. Massive result. Hopefully we'll see that get pushed up another 3 points, but we'll see what happens. See you in a bit, Nathan.
Definitely. Cheers. Thanks, Reese. So we will move on to your feature race winner. What a drive, what a result. Consistency is key. He showed the pace again at B Right. Talk us through that one, mate.
Vamos, baby, vamos! Come
Vamos.
on! And bucking a very, very congratulations to one of my best friends, Maxi. Maxi, oh, that's unbelievable in the house, bro. Yes, I'm delighted for him. Fair play to him. That's great to see. That's what we love to see. But what a race. Let's go.
It was a great result, Ben. It's nice to hear everybody happy. It's nice to hear Maxi happy, Reese happy, you're happy. What a race, what a result, what a drive. Just talk us through the whole strategy of the race. Obviously, you got pipped at the sprint race. 0.04 was what Reese beat you by. Then you come back at the feature to make it 1-1. Big points on the board again.
Yeah, massive. I mean, we've outscored the Mercedes well, obviously. A few little incidents on track, but it's nothing major this time round, which is good. We've all had a pretty decent race, I thought. Hard racing at times. Come into this race probably not thinking I was going to be on the pace much, but managed to do it. I think me and Reese we had a little bit of side-by-side battle. He pushed me off and then ended up pushing him off. But no hard doings there. We just let Stuart deal with that. But no, good race. Thanks again to Jamie in my ear tonight, just trying to calm me down at times when I needed to be, and getting through the hard stuff really, and just digging deep. Safe cars didn't help at all, obviously, because if we didn't have those, we'd have continued to get the gap. But no, delighted. If to win a race, and if I keep it, that'll be good as well. But yeah, listen, we got a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, you did what you needed to do. The strategy was perfect, and you had to stay in control as well. When these safety cars are coming out, it's like at the end there, it would have been very easy for you to just dive into the pit lane, and then all the other drivers stay out, and next thing you're in the position that Fanfulness is in. So it's about getting the right calls at the right times as well, and I felt you did that really well tonight. Yeah,
I didn't want to be in that position. Fanf wanted to be losing all those positions and then he was fighting to come back through, and I think he's ended up having a few collisions trying to get back through. But no, listen, to win the race tonight is delighted. You know, you have to hold off the likes of Reese, Fanfulness at the moment, and listen, Reese is going to do everything to get past the car that's ahead of him. You know, we're probably not in each other's good books at the moment, but listen, to still come away with that win, you still got to be fighting hard and doing what you can the most. But now, smile from ear to ear, mate. But most of all, it's not about me today. It's about the Haas. He's gone on to get a podium, but that's not really been seen in F7. I got such a great connection with Maxi, so I'm more happier for him than I am myself.
Yeah, I mean it's a great result for Maxi, but take nothing away from yourself as well, Ben.
No, that's true.
It's a brilliant result for you. It's another win. You extend your gap at the top now as well. You lost a point to the Ferrari in the sprint race, but you've gained a really good amount of points in the feature race. Obviously, the stewards will always look at incidents, but you've got to you got to focus on the result that you've got now, and that is a race win.
100%.
It's a brilliant race
100%.
win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything if I hold my hands up, I don't think anything is going to come of these reports.
Yeah.
If you want to push another driver off the track, I'm going to push back. I'm not going to I'm fed up of not in terms of respect, just use your head at the right times where you don't need to go for overtake. If I'm already going into the corner, don't come and send it down the inside of me. Let's just battle it out fair and overtake me on a straight where you're probably going to gain the time on me. But listen, it's not about that today. Me and McLaren.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, me and McLaren, we've got the win. And I'm delighted. You know, I want to win championships again. I want to be up there. You know, I have loads in F7s, but it never stops me from going for the ones. But no, listen, thanks to my team. They do great. Jamie's an absolutely outstanding team boss. And I look forward to Lewis' return, and we just keep pushing.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. Well, it was so enjoyable to watch you out on track today, to watch you and the rest of the team smash it out. It was a great race to commentate on. Congratulations to you, the McLaren team, and Jamie as well, the team principal. Congratulations and well done on a phenomenal result, Ben.
Cheers, I appreciate it. Just never again, shout out to Maxi, absolute great drive for the Haas, and it's good for Ferrari in general. So well done to Reese on the P2 as well.
Cheers, Ben. Thanks, mate. So there you have it. Be right, your race winner here in Canada. P2 goes to Reese in the Ferrari, and Maxi Block, the driver of the day in the Haas, taking a podium. Would you believe it? So a great race all round. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and the drivers as well for sticking with us. Thank you all so much for the comments in the chat. It definitely is, Alvaro. Thank you so much for the subs, man. Really appreciate it. You know how much it goes towards everything. So, massively appreciate that. You know what? Because I don't like to. I'm not here to make money. It's the reason that I don't put ads on Twitch. I don't put any ads on Twitch. So when you log in, you don't get all them adverts. You don't get an advert mid-race or anything like that. Because I'm not bothered about money on ads on Twitch. I want the best viewing experience for you guys. So then when you do things like them subs and stuff like that, it just goes straight back in towards trophies and towards league stuff. So thank you all so much. It does mean a lot. I never take anything out of the league. It's all for you guys. So yeah, appreciate it. Have a great week, everybody. I will see you all Sunday for the Spanish Grand Prix. Take care, everybody.